Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your yarn host Jennifer. So we're recording. It's early in the morning, which means little man is not awake yet. And I hope that he stays asleep through this video because yesterday was a rough day for him. And if you guys have been following along with the little man story, he has not slept real good in a couple weeks. And last night we tried melatonin for the first time. And I won't know until he wakes up how he feels, but he slept on my bedroom floor because he couldn't sleep. So we'll find out when he wakes up how he actually slept. But I did notice, for those of you that even care, I gave him a Benadryl the other night because he just was so restless, and I have not done that before. I've only given him Benadryl like 3 times in his life because he was sick, and I gave him one as a just let's see if it works to put you to sleep because I had nothing else and it was late, and it took out 2-3 hours to get the Benadryl to kick in for him to go to sleep. And last night the melatonin is supposed to take 3 hours from what I've read on the internet. And he started to get tired within an hour, so we're trying that and pray to God it works. Now, what we're really here for today, I am really sick, in case you can't tell that I'm sounding this way. I'm really sick. Another reason I am trying to film this before little man wakes up because I don't want to strain my voice anymore trying to talk over the noise of him in the background because he can be loud. We learned that from yesterday's video. So, I have a little bit of happy mail, but these cards prove that there's actually more mail at the post office that I have not received yet. I haven't been to the post office in, I want to say 2 weeks, because I don't live anywhere near the post office, and I haven't really been out of the house, except to go to Trader Joe's to go grocery shopping. I have just been in the house, just dealing with everything that goes on in life. But there's quite a bit of mail here. We got some cards and some packages. I got a postcard from Niagara Falls. I knew she was sending me one. I think I knew she was sending me one because she did tell me she was in Niagara Falls. I've been to Niagara Falls one time. I went to Niagara Falls when I was, let's see, my little sister was about 1.5, 2. So I would have been about 4 or 5. Probably closer to 5 when we went to Niagara Falls. I have really strong memories of a few incidents at Niagara Falls. I remember being in a restaurant and the menu was all in French. I remember standing on sidewalk with, I'm going to say it was probably copper railing because it was that real beautiful green patina color from copper turning. And the waterfall going directly underneath my feet. Is what it seemed like. This like we were standing almost on top of the waterfall, and I remember my dad yelling, "Don't fall! I'm not Superman. I can't fly and save you." And I remember strangers putting rain jackets on us because there was us 3 girls, and we were all under the age of 10. And I remember them putting rain jacket, and I was terrified of the man that was putting the rain jacket on me. Like he scared me really bad. And I remember getting sprayed from the waterfalls. That's what I remember. But Niagara Falls is beautiful. I have wanted to go back for years. Mr. Cinnamon just, it's one of those things like, he'd rather always go to Disney. Always, every vacation. So I have to fight him and fight him and fight him to get to go anywhere else. Because like Disney is his favorite place to go. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But, there's places I want to go, and I told him, I was like, if we don't go together, I'm going to go by myself, because I want to go. He has no interest in going to Niagara Falls. I have no idea why. He's never been to Canada. Not once. And I don't know how many times I've been to Canada because I grew up 20 minutes from Canada, you know. Alright, so she says, "Hi Jen, I just wanted to send to you because I know you love postcards. My grandmother and I were here for the 4th of July through the 8th. Great fireworks. We had a great time. Wishing you well, Denise." So, one day I'll make it back. Then I got a tiger postcard. "Hi, Miss Jen." This is from Debbie. Debbie is in Louisiana. She has sent me a lot of cards over the years. "This is part of experiment to see who gets their card first. Hope you had a happy 4th. That's funny because I haven't been to the post office, so. She mailed this on July 2nd. Although it's postmarked July 2nd and it's hand stamped July 1st. So, thank you. I love tigers. Okay, I don't know what happened there. There's a... I don't know if this got stuck in the machine. It's like all the ink is melted. It says the postmark. I'm thinking it's got stuck in the machine because the postmark is on the back. And in the United States, we never postmark the back. It's always the front of the card. And it says Metroplex, Michigan. Blessings on your birthday. From Denise. It's a birthday card. My birthday is August 9th, in case you don't know. Thank you so much, Denise. This one just says love. I have family with the last name of Love. So I don't know if you just love me or like your name is Love, but I have family with the last name of Love, in case you didn't know that. Ooh. Jennifer, I see you. You are enough just as you are. You're a good person. You're a great parent. I'm proud of you. Love. Thank you. Do what brings you joy. I have their stickers. You deserve kindness today, most especially from yourself. You are valuable because of who you are, not what you manage to accomplish. I need to put that one right here so I can see it. You can be a mess today. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be lovable. You don't have to be on all the time. You are good to have around even when you're quiet. I need to put that one up here too. I'm hearing noises. I'm debating whether it's one of the dogs or the kid. Because Bentley just got in trouble because he walked over to the trash can, opened it up, and it slammed down real loud. And he's pulling garbage out of the garbage can. So I walked up behind him, I tapped him on his butt. I said, "Bad boy." He didn't know Mommy was downstairs yet. He has been having to be locked up every night because he's been getting in the garbage so bad. This is from Bonnie in Massachusetts. Massachusetts? Gotta be. I swear I know this. We've been through this on the channel. I've named all the M's. I'm sick, people. I'm sure one of you will correct me in there if I'm wrong. At least. Idiot, it's not Massachusetts. I know that Maine is Emmy. It's got to be Massachusetts. And MS is Missouri. Hi! As a fellow Leo, I couldn't not send a card. I left the card for Lucas open so you can look at it before you give it to him. I walked by it right around your NASA video. It seemed perfect, well, except for to our grandson part. I really enjoyed your channel a bit. Job burnout is a real thing, no matter if you love your job or not, as facts. And I definitely relate to your family stories. Not everything was the same, but many similarities. Thinking of you, Bonnie. I will save that for him. I will definitely look at it off camera, though. Jennifer. See, she puts shellfish on there because I'm being a little crabby lately. Oh, look at colorful, fun, bold, and brave. You're awesome at just being you. Hope your birthday's awesome too, from a fellow Leo. And then she sent me Halloween stickers, which got a little Frankenstein on there. And then life is tough, but darling, so are you sticker. Thank you. What a pretty card. Thank you, Bonnie. Alright. This says Busy Bees Design. Oh, Annalise. Annalise. At least I think it's the same Annalise that's on my subscribers. Funny story, I have an aunt. Her name is Elise. I have, since the beginning of time, called her Annalise. So I don't put a T on the aunt. It's just Annalise. And every time I see the name Annalise, that's what I think of is my aunt Elise. Because, you know. Oh, Knit Together from Debbie Maycomer. Fantastic. Discover God's patterns for your life. Oh, and there's a card. See, I was looking for the card. The card's in the book. At least I think that's what it says. That might not be Annalise. I don't have my glasses on, so. Busy Bee Designs. Find rest, oh my soul, in God alone. My hope comes from Him. He alone is my rock and salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. And then there's a letter, but we're not going to read that. And. It says and. She's sending the books, as I mentioned, I like to read. Thank you. I will definitely read the book. I am definitely enjoying reading lately, like a lot. And it's fun to, like I said in another video, I haven't read a book since Little Man has been born until very, very recently. I've tried. When Little Man was born, I had 4 kids. I went from 1 to 4 kids in a very, very short period of time because my nieces were with me. And to say I was overwhelmed is the understatement of the century. Like, I was drowning. I was absolutely drowning. And I had very, very little help around the house. Everything was on my shoulders. And it was absolutely a breaking point for me. Since then, though, a lot of things in the house have changed. And Mr. Cinnamon has stepped up in a huge way because he saw I was drowning. And he tried saving me, but really I just needed him to, swim next to me to keep me going. So We more swim together than him watching me drown from the dock. It was definitely a learning experience and a growth period in my life, but because of the massive amount of things that were on my shoulder for years, I could not do anything that was for myself. I couldn't read a book. I barely could go take a bath. Actually, even that, like, if I took a bath, I had to take little man with me because Mr. Cinnamon was working, or Mr. Cinnamon was helping take care of the 3 girls, or, you know, other things. But reading was like the last thing. And then when I started to crochet, that was something that I was like, okay, maybe there is a little bit of time for me to have for myself. And that was, I think little man was around 3 or 4 when I started to crochet. And it was the one thing he would let me do, or that I could do, because I didn't like reading takes so much concentration. You have to remember where you were in the book, and when there's a lot of chaos in your head and in the house, that's not happening. So crochet is the one thing I could do for myself when chaos was erupting in my house. And so now that everything has settled down, it's funny because on the hard days, on the real hard days, I still like feel sorry for myself. I'm like, oh my God, when is this gonna end? But I also need to realize it is way better than it used to be. And I have to rejoice in that and realize I'm really strong to have gotten through what we have gone through. And it's a miracle my family is still together through all of that. Did you know that 80%, I think it's like 80% is a high number of marriages with special needs children do not last 8 years of the child's life? When little man turned 9, I actually told Mr. Cinnamon, well, we broke that stigma. The dogs are probably going to bark because Juju's home. I believe. I heard a car door. She took my niece to work. This is from Jennifer. To Jennifer from Jennifer. I said, oh, I love that. I couldn't see what it was at first. I was like, is that Play-Doh? What? It says a jar of inspiration. She said I was going through my stash and I found unused fiber. I think that, no. Wait a minute. I found the unclosed fiber. The enclosed. Don't have my glasses on. I have had this for years and realized it no longer speaks to me, but it seems to be right up your alley. I hope you enjoy spinning it. Oh my God, how fun is that? How fun. I'm gonna turn this into roll eggs and then spin it, because I think this would be a beautiful self-striping. And there's glitter in there. Look at that. Fluff. Ooh, look at. I have some that looks like this. And then purple sparkles to mix in. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Thank you so much, Jen. That's really cool. I really like this jar. Part of me wants to keep the jar because it looks so freaking cool, right? And part of me wants to like immediately put it on my board and blend it. It says perfect for art yarns, blending board, roll eggs, felting projects, 4 ounces of mixed wool, silks, and synthetics. And looks like there's more like sparkles down here. Isn't that cool? Jar of inspiration. Mixed fiber art, no, not mixed. MIELKES, fiberarts.com. That is really cool. That's a cool birthday present. Pink and orange together at the bottom. It's meant to be. That's really cool. And then the last box that I have today is from Wanda. I kind of know what's in here because she sent me yarn previously, and she asked if I wanted some more of it. I was like, sure, like, I'll take it. And then I forgot what else she said she put in here. There are, like I said, there's a couple boxes at the post office still, but it says I have to pick it up, which means I have to go during hours, and I don't feel up to going. So that means I have to send someone else to go over there. Probably Mr. Cinnamon, because he's got the key to my mailbox. And he's the one that went and picked these up last night. Actually, my niece drove, which is a miracle that she didn't kill nobody. Now that's another story time. Okay, so my niece, who is going to be 21 this year, does not have a driver's license. I tried to teach her to drive. Happy birthday from Tawanda in Texas. Alright, I tried to teach her to drive. I taught Juju how to drive. Me and Juju's personalities just melded really well. She was very open to learning how to drive. She did really well. I did really well teaching her. Her dad was terrified and kept going, whoa, 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 and like yelling at her, and like, I made her nervous. She freaked out, right? When I tried to teach Hermione how to drive, she tried to kill me. And I told her I'm not getting back in the car with you ever. She tried to kill me. I thought, she's older, she's been away at college, let's get her on the road since Juju's on the road. I didn't put Juju on the road right away. I put Juju in a parking lot, and we drove and practiced. My niece has had a little bit of parking lot practice and dirt road practice, okay? And I thought, well, let's just put her on the road and see what happens. We were in an intersection that was like this. Well, it was like this. So this road is straight, this road is curved, and there's bushes right here. She's all, I don't know when to go. I don't know when to go. I was like, okay, I will help you and tell you when to go, because I went through this with Juju. She panics, and like, I gotta tell her when to go, right? Her delay from when I told her to go was way too long, because she's panicking. And she started to go, and I'm like, shit, there's a car. I could hear it, but I couldn't see it, but it is coming. Because it's one of them backcountry roads, and people just fly down those roads, right? She let her foot off the gas and stopped in the middle of the intersection, and the car's on my side flying towards us. And I grabbed her leg and I shoved it down on the gas pedal. I was like, get out of the intersection, you're gonna kill us. She panicked. Now she's mad at me because I yelled at her to get her out of the state of fear that was paralyzing her in the middle of the intersection. Another thing that she is very, very argumentative all the time. She always has been. She's smart, okay? She thinks she's smarter than the rest of the world. She's always been like this because her mom and dad are idiots, okay? They are idiots. She knows this, so she thinks she's smarter than the whole world because she's smarter than her parents. 5 years old, I remember her looking at her dad and yelling at him because he was yelling at her about something. And she goes, why don't you go get a job? So she's smarter than her parents. She do. Okay. But when she pulls that crap with me, oh, it don't play because I don't play those games, right? So she, I was trying to teach her how to drive, I would do exactly like I did with Juju with her. And I would say things like, and I'm going to say she's neurodivergent of some sort, but she refuses to go get tested. Okay, but she's very clearly, I think she's autistic. I think she's very high-functioning autistic, but there's something that's just different about the way she processes, the way she reacts, the way she just does things. There's something. She thinks she's ADHD, but I don't think she is at all. I mean, she might be. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. She's definitely she's neurospicy, okay? So, much like Little Man, what works with Juju does not work with Hermione, because Juju has always been easy. Hermione has always been difficult. Not as difficult as a little man. He's on his own planet. But she's always given me problems. But I'm the only one that could control her the whole time she was growing up, because I understood her. So when I would teach her to drive, I would go, okay, you need to speed up a little bit. You need to slow down a little bit. You're too far on the left. And that's how I would direct her. And she would give me the, I know. You're making me nervous. So all of that compiled with the try to kill me. I was like, we came home that day and I looked at her and said, I don't know who's going to teach you to drive, but it's not me. I'm done. This was last summer. I have not been back in the car with that child. I'm not doing it. I'm not interested in dying today. No, sir. So I told Mr. Cinnamon, Tag, you're it. I'm not teaching her how to drive. And then there's like this whole situation. So she went over to her mother's house last week and she went to visit, and her mother has convinced her sister, so my other niece, to give her money and they're going to get a car together. Neither of which have a license. But they're going to buy a car together. Dumbest crap I've ever heard in my life. But whatever. That's why I don't talk to her. Right? So we're just having some gossip time about my family, right? So that made Hermione really, really upset because my little sister's not getting her license and getting a car before me. And then she became very jealous and very competitive, and she is hell-bent she's getting her license. And I'm like, yeah, go talk to your uncle, because I'm not driving with you. I'm done. And then she drove to the post office last night, which is nowhere near our house. And she was not perfect, but she did okay for a beginner. And she called me at the post office, almost crying because she's so proud of herself that she learned how to drive. I was like, good girl, I'm proud of you, but I'm glad I'm not in the car with you because you tried to kill me. So, there's all that. Alright. This is from Miss Tawanda. Tawanda! Alright, that says Lucas. Alright, there is some Rooibos Tea Vanilla Honeybush. I actually really like this tea. This tea is really good. Really, really good. I might have some of that today. I love Honeybush. I love Rooibos. I love vanilla. And it looks like that's the ingredient list. Honeybush tea, natural vanilla flavor. Okay, it says Rooibos, and then it says Rooibos is not an ingredient, Honeybush is. Which, as far as I understand, is Honeybush and Rooibos are two different teas. Irregardless, I like Honeybush, and I have vanilla orange Honeybush in there, which is really, really good. So I know that I will like that. Alright, so she sent me some more of this because she sent me some of this in the last Happy Meal she sent. Is really cool. It looks metallic and it looks like, it kind of looks like ribbon, but it's not. It's not, it's soft. It's soft, but it has like that metallic. So she sent me some of that and then some of the white that she sent me previously. And then, oh my, I love this. This is gorgeous. That is Halloween. That's ghoul. It's the ghoul. I guess that wasn't Juju. It was probably the neighbors, but this is Charisma in the color Dragonfly, but really that's like Maleficent. It's gonna go right in that bag. I'm gonna use that. That's gonna be a priority. I really like those colors. And then she sent me some Landscape Breeze. Now I said, because I made the Manfa Makes hat, the Manfa's hat, And I was talking about how much I love the landscape, like I love the landscape breeze. I love the way it worked up. It's similar in design to this ice yarn, which is Ice Universe. It's just nice, and the colors are really pretty. And I had mentioned in a video I really liked it, and she said, well, I'm going to send you some, so thank you so much, Wanda. This one is the color Lagoon, which is what I used for one of the Manfa's hats. This one is Horseshoe, which I think I also used in the Manfa's hats. And then this one is my favorite. This one is Rainforest. Isn't that pretty? So, thank you so much, Wanda. You did not have to send me that. I totally appreciate it. Wanda has spoiled me pretty much all this year. She has spoiled me, and she has sent me a lot of little goodies. And I'm so grateful for you, Wanda. And everyone else. I'm thankful to everybody who sent me Happy Mail. You guys don't have to ever send me Happy Mail, but I'm so happy to get it. I'm like a little kid still. I get so excited when I go to the mailbox and there's actually something in there. And like, even if it's just a card or a postcard, I just get so excited. Like, people actually like me enough to send me mail. I've said this in a video before. My mom was notorious for sending cards. Just notorious. She sent a card for every holiday, and she made sure that Juju's home. All right. Shh. She sent Juju cards and little gifts like, I don't care how stupid the holiday was, like every holiday. He's gonna wake up, little man. See if he gets so excited when Juju comes home. When my mom passed away, Juju was 5, and Juju remembers the cards and the gifts for every holiday. And she still had Grandma and Grandpa, and Grandma and Grandpa did not ever miss her birthday or Christmas, ever. And so this year, there's a definite absence in our lives because Grandma died before Juju's birthday. She died the month before Juju's birthday, so last year was the last year she got a grandma card, and like that was really bothering her this year. And my sister didn't send her nothing, so like there was a big absence of nobody cares about me, you know. And I understand what that feels like to her, because up until I started this channel, I hadn't gotten a birthday card since my mom died. Like, it was several years where Mr. Cinnamon always gets me cards for our anniversary and stuff, but like, I didn't get a birthday card in the mail. Nobody called and wished me a happy birthday. And so now, like, just the simple act of receiving cards in the mail for a Tuesday, my birthday, Christmas, whatever you guys send me cards for, that means a lot to me, and I don't think I can convey what that means to me, you know. It's like giving me something back that I really missed, you know, because my mom always made me feel important. Like, she was not a perfect woman, she was not a perfect mother, but she always made me feel important as an adult. As a child, she made me feel non-important all the time, but as an adult, she was a better mom to me as an adult than she was when I was a child. Same goes for my dad. They were really young when they got married, though. They were really young when they had us, and they had really jacked up childhood. So, like, I understand as an adult all of that, but yeah. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go fix myself some tea. I'm gonna sit on the couch, and I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I might play Dreamlight Valley. It's been a while. I haven't played in like 2 weeks. I might start my series of my books. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna go to have something to drink to coat my throat though. You guys don't ever have to send me Happy Mail. I'm just happy to have us all here together and spending time together, but oh man, I love getting Happy Mail. It makes me so happy. I think this is so freaking cool. I can't wait to play with that. That's gonna be so much fun. Like, it's such fun colors. That's gonna make a really cool set of Rolex. Maybe I'll make a really fun self-striping yarn. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.